Okay, I think we can get started. Before the regular meeting content, there are questions about groups. Let me quickly share the screen. So I put this info in the website. I put the roster, everybody in the roster with the group, and the group itself does not mean anything. By the way, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so the number of group doesn't mean anything. It's random, but each group should have a few high score, a few low score, but just based on a few assignments. So it's pretty random. Then you'll be maybe wondering why some of them does not have a group assigned. This is just because I'm not sure if you're in the team or not. For the people that have no or really poor activity in the last few assignments, I issued email to you and parents, and I expect to get some confirmation. So if it's you're still in the group, you need to reply to me. I don't find any time to do homework, but I still want to attend the lecture, attend the discussion. I would expect email. If you don't see that, probably means you haven't done so. Now, early on, I actually removed a few people if you haven't paid registration fee and you haven't done anything on homework in the past 2 probably, and I assume you're out of team. So that's the first time I cross out some names. And this time, if you are not doing any homework in the past 3, and I'll be concerned. So I think you're not going to keep up. And you didn't tell me. If you didn't tell me, then I assume you're not gonna keep up. Okay, so if this is not a case that you don't see a number with you, and you don't think this is the case, and you need to email me and confirm you're still in the team, and will you have time to actively participate, things like that. I just need to make sure you're still on, okay? And yeah, this is something, if you haven't paid registration fee, then this is something you need to tell your parents to follow up. Is this clear? Any further question? Okay, if not, we can start today. I'd like to go through a few problems, at least one problems from homework. And oh, by the way, so since you have a group now, I'd like to record every group's performance in the class. So I'd like more people to join discussion, tell us how you think on a problem. Hopefully you have good thought, and hopefully that thought can lead to the correct answer. So this is how we get better. Starting now, I'm going to talk about one of the homework in geometry, because that's the one most people failed. A lot of people failed. So this is the triangle ABC. I added a lot of lines. So ABC, we know that AC to BC to AB is 2, 3, 4. The ratio is 2, 3, 4. So you might not be very comfortable at this point about ratio because we haven't covered that yet. And so the thing is, we cannot really cover everything, then give you assignments. So that's just not possible. So when along the assignment, if we see something like this, we'll just go over it. And hopefully the time we cover the actual knowledge, you're not feeling weird. Hopefully you're already familiar with it. And this is really not much. I can show you, it's pretty straightforward. So it says BD is the angle bisector. So basically, angle 1 and angle 2 is equal. And it's dividing that into two segments. That's certain. And if the length of AC is 10, find the length of longer segment of AC. So basically, most likely this part. And make the answer as a fraction. So the first step is to get what is the length of all the three sides. And we know when we look at the ratio, we always do this. So we know ratio is 2 to 3 to 4. Okay, let me stop sharing for a little bit. Okay, if we know the ratio is 2, 3, 4, we always assume their actual length is 2n, 3n, and 4n. So this is algebra, right? N is just any number. It could be an integer. It could be anything, value, positive value, right? So with this, their actual length is 2n, 3n, 4n, right? And we know the shortest one is 10. So 2n is 10. Therefore, n is 5, right? This is how we get to n. And therefore, the real length for them is 3, 5 is 15. So 10, 15, and 4, 5 is 20, right? So this is a real length. So AC equals 10, BC equals to 15, and AB equals to 20. So this is the very first step. We just get all the lengths of the three sides. Now let's go back to the sharing. And so what I'm going to do here is to pick a point E that's on AB, so that BE is equal to BC. So these two are equal. I'm going to show the answer actually, so that's probably easier. Okay, so we want to find a point E. So BE is BC, which is 15. So we just calculate it. When B is 15, then AE is 20 minus 15 is 5. Okay. Now we also notice this two triangle BDE and BDC, they are congruent. Why? Because these two angles are the same and they share one side, and we pick the other side to be the same. We just pick that point, right? So these two are the same, they are congruent. So CD equals DE. So that's our conclusion. Okay. Now I'm just going to make some assisting lines. We make first line as EF parallel to BC. Okay. And DG parallel to BC as well. So this D, start from D, you do a parallel line and then intersect with G here. Okay. Now we look at the triangle AFE and triangle ACB. Okay, these are two similar triangle, right? Because they are parallel. They're a parallel line, so they are similar. Therefore, we can do AF over AC equals AE over AB. Okay, I'll repeat. Look at this. AF over AC, that's the two side, the correspondent side of two similar triangle is equals to AE over AB. Okay? And we know that AF we know AC is 10, right? We know AB is 20, and we know AE is 5. So we got AF over 10 equals 5 over 20. So AF is 10 over 4. So this is AF. So we got AF in here. And let's move on. We have two parallel lines here. These BC parallel DG. So we have angle 1 equals angle 3. Right, these two angles are called alternate interior angles. I'm not sure if I did it. I made it right. I know the Chinese name, but this is probably the correct English translation. It's basically the two angles between parallel line and another line. So, and since these two are equal and angle 1 equals angle 2, we know that. So therefore, angle 3 equals angle 2, right? So in a triangle DGB, when we have the two angles equal, then we know DG is equal BG. Got it? Okay, we're here. So DG is equal to BG because those two, because angle 2 equal angle 3. Okay. Now, in another two similar triangle, we're looking at ADG and ABC. Okay. So DG over BC equals AG over AB, right? The two similar triangle, ADG and ABC, okay? Now we know DG equals BG, we just said, right? These are the, help me here, Sarah. Isolysis triangle. I can't hear you, but yeah, I think I'm right. So these two equal DG over DG equals BG. And therefore we can say BG over 15. So BG over 15, which is BC, right? BC is here, equals AG over AB, which is 20, okay? Now, let's put BG equals X because it's easier. Okay, so BG, this one is X. This is what we want to get. Then AG will be AB minus X. AB is 20, so AG is 20 minus X. So we put this equation becomes X over 15 equals 20 minus X over 20. And this is easy to solve. We get X equal 60 over 7. That is our BG, okay? So once we got BG, everything else is kind of straightforward. Now we look at AFE and ADG. So these are the two triangle that's similar. So AF over AD equals AE over AG. Okay, now we know AF is 4 over 10, 10 over 4, we just got it. And over AD, this is something we want to know, equals AE, which is 5, we already know that, over AG, which is 20 minus the X we just got, right, which is 40 over, 60 over 7, all right? So we got this, then we can calculate AD over, the AD equals 40 over 7. So this is how we get the one segment. And we know DC, we want to know if AD is truly the longer one. So we just make DC equals AC minus AD to make sure DC is less than that. So DC is 30 over 7. So DC is indeed less than AD. So the longer segment is AD, which is 40 over 7. Okay, I noticed a lot of people did it right. So maybe if you have a good method better than this, can you please share? Anyone?
I put mine in the chat.
Okay, who is talking?
Nishk.
Okay, well, what's your group number?
Sorry, what? Oh yeah, it's 4.
4. Thank you. Let's see. I want to spend a little time on in this. So chat. AB over AD BC, which is equal to, so AB over AD. AB over AD equals BC over CD. BC over CD. Because why do you have this?
Sorry, what?
Why do you have AB over AD equal BC over CD?
I'm pretty sure that's like the angle bisector theorem.
Okay, let me look at that. I will look into that. Angle bisector theory. Is this covered in the lecture last time?
I think so.
No, it wasn't covered.
Oh,
Okay, well, that's good because this is really complicated. I would assume there should be some theory already developed, which gave us a lot of convenience. So that's really good. I think if
I'll
you start.
tell my mom to like put the solution on the website.
Yeah, yeah, she will. Is already in there or
What?
not? Is it already in there?
No, it's not already in there, but she'll
Okay.
do it soon.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. There will be a so-called standard or official answer solution for this one, and hopefully we can all learn that theorem and get some easy way to get this out. Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Now I want to see if any other problems we should go over.
Can you do 4?
Who is talking? Repeat your question.
Can we do number 4, please?
Number 4. I'm gonna check if we have a really. I remember number 4 is not too bad. Actually, we could
Okay.
number 4. Yes. Okay, number 4. Okay, medium find MHC.
Could I share how I got it?
Yeah, so speak your name and group and go ahead.
Okay, so since BM is the
What
median,
is your name and group?
mine's Anish Nayak, and I'm not in a group yet because my mom hasn't paid the registration fee.
But you're in. Okay, I see. Go ahead.
Okay, so since BM is the median, since blind BM is the median, then AM is equal to MC, I think. Wait, yeah, so then so since the altitude from M and wait, what's this? HC, we can add like a point A or no, not. I'll just call it point X, and so then now that ACH and MCN are similar, implying
Hold on. AHC,
and MCN
MC.
N
There's H. This is H.
MCH ACH and MCN. Oh yeah, ACH and sorry, my handwriting is pretty messy. So then we know that HN is equal to NC. So that we know that MNH and MNC are congruent. And then so angle C and then 30, yeah.
Wait, where do you get the N? Where's the N?
M.
M.
M. Oh, okay.
Yeah, continue.
Yeah, I got 30 because
Which one is 30?
30 degrees for angle
Which one?
Angle C.
Angle C is 30, that we already know. The problem I already told you, angle C is 30.
We want to find MHC.
MHC is equal to C, which is 30.
Yes. And can you describe how you get MHC is equal to C?
When you do an altitude point from M to the base HC, you can find that the similar triangles C, and let's nickname that point P, CPM is similar to CHA. And so AM to AC would be 1/2. So HP and PC need to be the same. That's why
YHM equals MC.
Because MHX and HX and XC are equal.
HM and MC are equal. Yes, but I forgot how you get this. But the conclusion is right.
Because MXH and MXC are congruent.
There's no X.
Because I wrote because I add a new point to make it easier.
is it
Oh,
from
okay.
M to the base?
Okay,
the
okay, got it,
altitude?
got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I add it? Probably not.
You're signed in as Lee.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Okay, now I can do it.
well, no, you still can't edit.
Oh, okay. Too bad. Okay, that's absolutely right. So basically, these two are the same, and this is 30 degree. And let's continue.
Yeah. So what? MHC is equal to C, and it's equal to 30.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What is? Oh, yeah, it's already done. Yeah, 30 degree. So I think there's a general theorem. So any median for a right triangle equals to half of the what do you call this? The long side. And let me look into that. Yeah, so that's very well. Any other questions? I think it's the rest of the problem are doing pretty well. Problem 5, a little bit problem. Oh, by the way, the due date is going to be tomorrow, right? Because we have some form issue at the beginning. Don't want to take your time for it. And what about problem 5? Anyone wants to talk about 5?
Oh wait, do you need to go over it or?
No, I want anyone that did it right to talk about how you did it and see if anybody follows.
Oh, okay. So what I did was I made the two triangles similar. So the triangles.
Can you tell us why they are similar?
Because they have the same angle.
So this angle is equal to this angle.
Yeah.
And what else? What else do you have? what else do you have to prove this triangle are similar? You can't just say one angle is equal, then they are similar.
And
Anyone else?
Can you repeat the question?
The question is, Sarah just said these two triangles are similar. My question, why? How do you prove these are similar? And the hint is to, find out similar triangles, but I'm asking why these.
Side angle.
Which one?
Side angle. Wait, never mind.
We have one angle equal, which is obvious. These two, they are just opposite to each other, right? What about other angle? Anybody else? Okay, anyone that can tell me why these two triangles are similar? What do we have to do to prove the two triangles are similar?
well, when you put the other triangle inside, the lines have to be parallel.
That's not how we prove it. That's just one case of triangle. Okay, I think we spent enough time on this, so let me, because look at this angle, this ABX and ACD, these two angles, they are equal. Why?
Because
Oh, yeah, you can say it.
is it because angle AXB and CXD are equal because of opposite interior angles?
Yes, that we already know that.
No, it's because they come from the same 2 points on the
Same
circle.
chord, same arc.
Yeah.
AD, right? This AD corresponding to these two angles, they all come from the same arc. That's why they're equal. A similar thing, the BAX and CDX, they share this arc, right? Okay, so all three angles are equal. Then you can say these two triangles are similar, and you can do your ratio thing, right? The ratio would be 2 over x equals what? X over 8, right? Is it clear? When you do the two ratios, x over 2 is in this triangle for this angle, and we're going to find the other angle as well. So the other triangle, we look at this angle, two sides, right? So that's x. This is x over 8 equals 2 over x. So x squared is 16, so x is 4. Okay. Yeah, if you still haven't followed, there will be solution posted on websites later. Okay. Yeah, we should move on. So we should be, I think it's pretty close to be kicked out by the Zoom. So if it happened, don't forget to dial back. Okay. When you go back to numbers, counting, we are really behind. So today, I want to talk about the base. We see this problem from time to time. So the system that we are familiar with, that's the decimal system. Okay, that means every tenth we go 1 digit up. Now, when we talk about the numerical value of ABC, which we talked about last time, you can calculate if you have ABC as 3 digits, then the actual value would be A times 10 in the power of 2, right? That's the 100th digit, plus B times 10 to the first 10 to the 1. That's the 10th digit, and then plus C times 10 to the 0. This is how you calculate value in decimal system we're quite familiar with. Now, there are other systems, they're not based on 10. For example, computer use binary, base 2, and hexadecimal, so base 16. Why do we want to do that? Because computer is use digital signals that can be best represented by 0 or 1. So they just care about two states, 0 or 1. Therefore, base 2 is being used, and base 16 is simply a group of base 2, which I will cover that. So in binary, there will be just every 2-digit, there will be carry to next, right? So you'll see a 0, 1, and 1, 0, 1, 1, and then 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. So that's the binary. And hex, you're gonna have 16. The first 10 we use the same as decimal, but starting from 10, it use A, B, C, D, E, F, and then next will be 10. So the next digit will be 10. So a quick calculate. So hex 2e. What is hex 2e equal to decimal? And same thing. What's the decimal 255? Calculate back to hex. Can you quickly spend just like 20 seconds for this? Maybe until we're kicked out. Any volunteer? Actually, we have 2 more minutes, so we're not so. Okay, let me quickly go over that. So 2e in hex. Okay, 2e in hex. Now, because of 16, right? 16 base. I mean, when we have a 10th digit, what is that? What is that digit actually worth? Is it 20? Or what's the, when you said 2, is that 20?
No, it's 32 in base.
32, because it's 2 times 16, right? That's the 10th digit in hex. And then when we calculate E, what is E then? A, B, C, A is 10. So what is E?
14.
A, B, C, D, E. 10, 1, 2, 3. Yes, you're right. So basically 14. So 32 plus 14 equals
46.
Okay, basically this means a hexadecimal 2e means decimal 46. Okay.
Can you explain the problem again?
No, I can't. This problem does not worth more than a minute. So let's just look at video. And can you go back to next one? Decimal 255 and change back to hex. Okay, how do we do that?
So, oh wait. You have 2 places because 16 squared is 256 and that wouldn't work.
16 square is 256. So
Yeah.
what does this mean?
It's the largest number that's,
This is 255. What does it mean?
it's 1 less.